What if I told you the reason you keep giving up on your goals isn't because you're lazy or weak or undisciplined, but because your brain is wired to chase quick rewards? And what if I told you that you can flip that same wiring, that same craving for dopamine, into your biggest weapon for unstoppable motivation? Today, I want to share with you something so simple yet so powerful that it can change the way you approach everything in life, from your workouts, to your studies, to your career, to your dreams. It's called dopamine anchoring. And trust me, once you understand this, you'll never look at motivation the same way again. You see, the biggest battle in life is not against failure, or rejection, or even time. The biggest battle is against our own mind. Our brain is constantly searching for pleasure, for that little hit of dopamine that makes us feel good. That's why it's so easy to scroll social media for hours, binge on junk food, or play video games all night. It feels good instantly. But when it comes to doing the things that really matter, the things that build your future, like working hard, studying, building a business, or exercising, suddenly your brain resists. Because those things take effort, and the reward feels far away. Think about it. How many times have you started a goal full of excitement, only to feel the fire fade after a week, maybe even a few days? You told yourself you'd go to the gym. You did it once, twice, maybe even 5 times. Then one day, you skipped, and another. And suddenly you're back to square one, feeling guilty and frustrated, thinking, why can't I stay motivated? But the truth is, it's not your fault. It's just your brain doing what it's designed to do, avoiding pain, chasing pleasure. But here's the secret. You can trick your brain. You can rewire the way it sees effort. That's where dopamine anchoring comes in. Imagine this. You're about to do something tough, something your brain usually resists. Instead of forcing yourself through willpower, you anchor that activity to something you genuinely enjoy. For example, you only allow yourself to listen to your favorite podcast while you're running. You only play your favorite playlist when you're cleaning your room. You reward yourself with a piece of dark chocolate after finishing a big chunk of studying. Slowly, your brain starts linking the hard task with the pleasure. The resistance fades, and suddenly, the thing you used to hate becomes the thing you look forward to. This isn't just a hack. This is science. It's how your brain learns, how habits are built, how resilience is formed. And when you start applying this intentionally, it feels like you've unlocked a cheat code for life. Let me give you a story. There was a student struggling with his exams. Every time he opened his books, his mind wandered. Social media was calling. Netflix was calling. Friends were calling. He felt guilty every night because he promised himself he'd study, but he never did enough. One day he discovered dopamine anchoring. He decided every time he studied for 25 minutes, he would reward himself with 5 minutes of his favorite comedy show. Just 5 minutes. It felt silly at first, but something changed. The guilt disappeared. He started to look forward to study sessions because he knew a little joy was waiting on the other side. And over time, he no longer needed the show. Studying itself became satisfying because his brain had anchored it to positive emotions. That student went from failing grades to topping his class, not because he became smarter overnight, but because he learned how to work with his brain, not against it. Now, let's bring this to you. What's that one thing you've been struggling to stay consistent with? Is it waking up early? Is it hitting the gym? Is it writing that book? Building that business? Saving money? Whatever it is, I want you to stop blaming yourself for lack of motivation. Motivation isn't a magic spark that shows up when it feels like it. Motivation is a muscle. And just like any muscle, you can train it. Think about athletes. Do you think they wake up every morning dying to train? No. But they've built rituals that trigger dopamine. The music they play, the pre-workout routine, the visualization of victory, all of it is dopamine anchoring. They don't wait to feel motivated, they create motivation. And this doesn't just apply to success stories of athletes or entrepreneurs. This applies to you right now in your daily life. Let's say you struggle with working out. Instead of forcing yourself with guilt, try this. Only allow yourself to watch your favorite show while you're on the treadmill. Suddenly, your brain connects running with entertainment. You'll find yourself actually excited to run. Or if you're building a business, reward yourself with your favorite coffee every time you complete a tough task. These little anchors trick your brain into loving the grind. But here's where it gets even deeper. Dopamine anchoring isn't just about tricks or rewards. It's about persistence. It's about reminding yourself that progress itself is the greatest pleasure. Because here's the thing, no matter how many hacks you use, there will be days when you don't feel like it. Days when everything in you wants to quit. That's when you remember why you started. You close your eyes and picture the version of yourself that refused to give up. You feel that fire, that pride, that future you are building. And then you tell yourself, if I can just take one step today, if I can just move forward an inch, I win. That mindset is the anchor that will carry you through every storm. Listen, nobody in this world is born with endless motivation. Not the billionaires, not the athletes, not the creators, not the leaders. They all feel tired. They all feel discouraged. They all face setbacks. The only difference is they've learned how to keep going anyway. They've learned how to anchor pleasure to pain, how to reframe struggles as opportunities, how to train their brain to love the process, not just the result. And you can do it too. The next time you feel unmotivated, I want you to remember this. Motivation is not something you wait for, it's something you generate. You have the power to choose how your brain sees a task. You have the power to attach joy to effort, to celebrate progress, to reward persistence. Every time you show up, every time you push through, you are rewriting the story of who you are. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are simply human. And humans are adaptable. Humans are resilient. Humans are capable of incredible transformation. The same brain that distracts you with quick pleasures is the same brain that can propel you toward greatness. You just have to teach it where to find its reward. So here's my challenge to you. Today, pick one goal, just one. Something small, something simple. Maybe it's reading 10 pages. Maybe it's doing 10 push-ups. Maybe it's writing one paragraph. And then, anchor it. Pair it with something you love. Play your favorite song while doing it. Treat yourself afterward. Make the process enjoyable. And then repeat, day after day, inch by inch, until your brain starts craving the very thing it once resisted. And when that happens, when you look back a month, a year, 5 years from now, you'll realize something profound. You'll realize that your life didn't change because of a massive breakthrough or a sudden burst of inspiration. It changed because you learned how to take consistent steps forward, even when it was hard. It changed because you chose persistence over excuses. It changed because you anchored joy to growth and you refused to quit. That's the real power of dopamine anchoring. It's not just about making tasks easier. It's about proving to yourself that you can transform struggle into strength, pain into purpose, effort into joy. And once you master that, there's nothing in this world you cannot achieve. So don't wait for motivation to knock on your door. Don't wait for the perfect mood, the perfect day, the perfect timing. Start now, anchor now, act now. Because every moment you take action, you are training your brain, shaping your destiny, and building the life you deserve. And when the doubts come, when the voice in your head says, "You can't," you answer back, "Watch me." Because you are stronger than your excuses, greater than your struggles, and closer than you think to the life you've always wanted. The truth is, your future is waiting. Your dreams are waiting. Your best self is waiting. And the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the choice to start. So anchor your dopamine, anchor your drive, anchor your determination, and go build the life you were born to live.